Okay, in this one we are going to create a frequency distribution, and the data we have automobile accidents. State Farm Insurance recently surveyed a sample of the records for 15 policyholders to determine the make of the vehicle driven by the eldest. Results for the 15 of the respondents, and they found that we have these categories, right? And Ford, Dodge, Toyota, Ford, Buick, it's etc. All of the Nissan and BMW, Honda. So we need to know we have to get more information, more interpretation about this data. So what we have to do, just construct the frequency distribution again. What makes this data different? That we have what we have what we call it we have a qualitative data. We don't have numbers, we have qualitative data. Again, I'm going to use what's so-called the pivot table. I'm gonna be in that column because I have to be somewhere in the column. I'm gonna go to insert, pivot table. It's selected, the table is selected already. I need to put my data here, this box, plug in it here, that's fine here. Then I'm gonna say fine, okay, give me my pivot table here. Automobile accident. So the first thing is gonna be, if you click this box, it's gonna take it automatically to the values. Then we're gonna drag and drop to the rows. Now it gives you the count already because we have a qualitative data. It's the count. Perfect. So the count, which is the frequency. Vehicles. Well, types of vehicles. I don't know. Types, right? BMW, we have 1 accident. Buick, 1 accident. Chevy, we have 3 accidents. Ford, 4 accidents, and so on. So this is a frequency distribution. Quick frequency distribution. You can do the same thing by pulling this here and create the percentages. Sometimes percentages are not they're not like helpful because sometimes they're guiding or give the audience I want to say that the information is not, or it's inaccurate because we have small number of data. So for example, let me do this. Right click, summarize, show the value by percentage of column total. So we have this, right? So this is the relative frequency. Okay. So if you tell someone that 20% of the vehicles making accidents, Chevy. If you tell someone 20%, that the first thing comes to his mind that 20% we're talking about big numbers, big portion. Actually, it's not, because number of the vehicles we have only 15. If you tell me that, okay, out of the 15 accidents, we have 3 of them were Chevy, okay, that's fine. It's not misleading. You are not misleading me in this case. So it's not necessarily, sometimes it's not good sometimes using the relative frequency, the percentages. So it depends on the context, depends on the data, right? So you have to be, ethical in this case. You cannot be unethical. Just 20% are Chevy. You want to be hard on Chevy or Ford. Let's say Ford customers, or the Ford or the vehicles or something. If you want to be hard and tell fake story or non-real story, you're going to tell them 27% of vehicles, of Ford vehicles, had accidents. It's a big third of them basically, which is incorrect. Okay, we have 4 out of 15. It's not, the sample is small, so the sample itself is small. So that doesn't tell you the full story if you use the relative frequency. So look at the context every time, right? So this is my frequency distribution. Now we can create what is so-called bar chart. Insert, look at the recommended. There's nothing because it's a pivot table. You can do this, right? We have 2 tables. Two data. If you try to delete this one, I cannot delete it, so I'm going to delete the whole thing, and again copy, paste here. I'm going to paste data and number format. Then I'm gonna make my own chart, insert, recommended, it's here, and do the things that we have done before, right? So you can change the title. This is automobile accidents, and the x-axis is going to be types or vehicle. It's a clear basically, and here we can do the frequency, add vertical primary frequency or the count, right? There's something I don't like, which is the 2.5, 1.5. So I'm going to select the y-axis and go there, axis options. So I don't want to have that. The maximum, let's make it 5, and I don't want to have that major, so it's going to be only 1, not half. So I don't want to have the minor. There is no need to have minors, it's already not there. But the major, I make them the difference only 1, because we don't have 4.5 or something. So we have, okay, BMW, Buick, JV. It's a small data set, so it doesn't tell a lot of the stories, but this is the way that we create the frequency distribution for the qualitative data set.